Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a toss left for Achane. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, a run by Achane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's got it to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Again, it's Achane. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting. Better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, Hooker. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find some.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Smash! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Now Hooker. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Let's go
Third
now.
and 4.
Mustang 19!
Hooker's going to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Let's go! Ready?
Quick throw by Hooker, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
19 tight!
Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got some room to operate, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Achane fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Achane once more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
De'Von Achane.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Panther 11! Panther 11! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Hooker now on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Achane to start the drive. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd and 4. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Bacon. He's got it to the 43 here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
This is 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready?
Here's Hooker.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Hooker. That's again complete to Palmer.
Touchdown! Trey Palmer, 27 yards.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Check. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And there he goes again. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal.
19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Hooker now off play action. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Option handoff now to Achane. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 78 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check. Ready.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now Hooker. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Open man, that's Henry. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll look to throw again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field.
indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick completion to Henry. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home. There he goes, right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And quickly, they get to the line. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And his throw here's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hurt.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ring alert, ring alert. Dragon 60. Take over.
They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you get multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lion, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
2nd and 11. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
79 Broncos. Rig alert. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mustang 19. Ready, go.
Looking to throw, Hooker, and in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with its 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.